I haven't talked to you for like what, a year-ish now?
Our
I think it was
podcast.
sometime September, yeah.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
You got a green screen now.
Yeah. So on Zoom,
Hopefully.
it's just Zoom. You can change the virtual background.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. So like choose my virtual background. So um see, that's my normal.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I do
Nah,
like,
your setup looks nice, so.
yeah, I appreciate it. I like this one
Hmm.
with the new logo. So
Oh yeah, you've right, yeah.
so I changed it, yeah, from the just from the T with the triangle to that inside of a, to make it look more like a podcast one,
Yeah.
because that's pretty much all I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
And don't mind my neck here. I had neck surgery yesterday. So I've got this
All right.
pretty big cut over there with a bunch of stitches and this drainage tube. It's pretty nasty, but just yeah, so
Do you
it'll
mind
be
if
all
I
right.
ask what happened?
Yeah, it's we don't know. It was
Oh.
so there were 3 or 4 lumps that popped up pretty big within the last 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
like out of the blue. Okay. And normally on this side of your neck is where, on the right side is where your lymph nodes are. Okay. And they'll get swollen. That's pretty common.
Yeah.
If somebody's, if you're going through and your body's fighting something or some kind of illness, or if you're around black mold or something like that. So they'll swell up here and there, but they'll be
Yeah.
soft. They'll be soft. It'll just, and then it'll go back down when you're better. So, and I've had that in the past. I've had that before. Nothing big, but these ones were about the size of a marble,
Oh right.
and they were really hard, and they grew really fast. So I was like, what the hell? But I called them alien eggs. I was joking the whole time about, because the test they did a couple months ago, they did a bunch of different tests, scans, all
Mm-hmm.
kind of stuff, taking piece of it out to see, no answers at all. Like they have no clue they're like, we're sorry, we don't even know what this is, and you're not supposed to have those there. So they said, we're going to cut them out and see what they are.
All
And
right.
I said, so before I went into surgery, I told the doctor, I said, he goes, you have any questions? I said, when uh when the aliens jump out, take pictures. Okay. So but I feel surprisingly good, man. I just had it yesterday, and yeah, I'm sore.
Yeah.
Uh but no, I'm good, man.
I'm still trying
So,
to recover sleep from NAF from the festival.
dude, that's what we want to talk about, man.
Oh, I got a lot to talk about, yeah.
So you hit me up. All right, so yeah, it was October of last year, October 6th. Anyone
Mm.
watch or listen? By the way, welcome. Milk is your call sign on the field. We did our first podcast together was episode 291. I'll link that in the description too, so if people want to see the
Yeah.
first one. But that came out October 6th last year, and here we are again. You had hit me up a couple weeks ago or whatever and saying, "I want to get on here and talk about NAF." So
Yeah.
National Airsoft Festival is really big in the UK, which is where you're at. And
Hmm.
it's something that we don't have something like that here in America yet. And
Like
I would really
annual?
love to see that. Right.
Yeah.
So we have big mill sims where it's kind of like that, but they're not as big as that. They're not like together, and it's not set up just for
Yeah.
that kind of experience. So I want to I'll pull up your Instagram, which I already have it up, but um, and we'll go through some of your. Did you post pictures of there already?
Yeah. I bought some off of Krios.
Krios.
Yeah.
So we can go through that, but just give a background on yourself, and for anyone that's new that didn't
Yeah.
hear the first one,
Yeah.
and tell them how we met, and then kind of how you grew up, how you got into airsoft, all that good stuff.
Yeah. So my name's Ben. I've got the call sign Milk because I'm lactose intolerant. Um, I'm 16. I literally just finished year 11, going into college, which I'm looking forward to.
Nice.
Yeah, doing a games or an iMedia course. I think it's called
Awesome.
like media studies, actually. Yeah.
Good.
So looking forward to that. I got into airsoft by my dad. He's been playing for about 10 years now. And I met you off of Scuba, Max.
Scuba, yeah.
And then
So
all of you off like the Krios photography a lot, who I'm very good friends with.
that's right. Had him
Yeah.
on as well. So for anyone that wants to find out all the different people I've talked with in the UK, y'all can go to my Discord. I have them in the links on every social that we have, website or each video description. Go to the Discord and look at, this is something new, Ben, that I did since you and I talked. This just came
Yeah.
up in the last 3 months or so. I made channels, separate channels in our Discord for each state in the United States and also each country of where people are from who I've talked with on the podcast. So if you go to the UK,
Oh yeah, I can see it.
bro, I've got so many in the UK, dude.
See, I don't
Okay.
want to know how long that took you. Jesus.
It's taken a few months. I'm not even done. I'm not even done. I haven't gone through all my videos yet
Scuba.
to add them in there. So in the UK, I've had a lot of people, man. So I've met a lot of people through people that I've talked on there, obviously, so Scuba led to you and your dad. And it's funny, your dad's call sign is Mother. And I remember seeing one of your videos on YouTube or posts or something on your Instagram. It was like, I think you put a comment or something on it, like, it's such a weird thing on the field, calling out to my dad, like calling him Mother.
Yeah, because when we're recording, I don't really want to go like James or something, or no, not James, sorry, like Dad or something.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, well, he's called Mother because he just like has to take care of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
He always like brings snacks, so we always like feed people and stuff. And then yeah,
That's cool.
all call
So
signs have a meaning. It's really, really. I just love that sense of all of it. Like
it's part of the camaraderie.
Max is called Scuba because his eye protection, his first pair of it looked like goggles, and he used to
Scuba.
leave like a mark. Yeah,
Oh yeah. I remember talking to Englefield Echo. That's her YouTube channel, Chloe. She's in the
hmm
UK, and she said, actually, the first time we talked, I had her on a couple times, but the first time we did the podcast, she was talking about how ridiculous she looked in her giant, these huge, oversized goggles that she had, and so she had a picture of it on Instagram, I think. I pulled it up. And she's like,
yeah,
"Oh no, I look so crazy." I was like, "Yeah, it was so funny." But she's like, "I had to get the real stuff after that because I didn't like how that looked."
yeah. I my first like eye protection stuff. I used to wear just one of those full face mesh masks, which I hated. It was so uncomfortable. I couldn't like aim properly. I couldn't rest a gun on my cheek because the mask would
Mm,
get caught. And I got a whole new loadout now, pretty much. I've
yeah,
switched from multicam tropic more to just multicam, which I got some of my t-shirts and stuff upstairs, but I couldn't really get them out.
that's fine. Let me. You got a bunch of pictures on Instagram, so I'm sharing the screen. Anyone who's just listening to the podcast instead of watching, whenever you get done driving to work or something, if you want to go back and look at these pictures, or just go to his Instagram when you get time. It's
Yeah,
airsoft_milk, and I'll have that link in the description as well.
yeah,
But
guys, you should totally drop a follow.
yeah, definitely
I'm
follow
pretty
him.
cool.
Yeah, he is cool as hell, man. I love this guy. So you've got some. Is this some of your newer?
Yeah, this is a photo shoot I did with freelance.
Oh, Dan, yeah.
Dan's Maverick,
Oh,
freelances
Maverick,
Marcus. Yeah,
Marcus. Sorry, guys. They actually both just hit me up yesterday. No shit, and we're like, hey, we both want to come back on.
yeah.
When can we come back on? And I'm like, I was just getting ready to go into surgery. No shit. So it's like, well, we'll see. Maybe if I wake up Okay, and I don't go with the other side, then we'll set one up. So yeah, this is cool, man.
Yeah. Another big thing you can probably see in the comments right there. I got a girlfriend
Oh, okay.
since we last saw. Yeah. We've been dating since February. Her name's Iz.
Oh, okay, this one right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
She's
How'd you guys meet?
metal. She just messaged me replying to one of my stories about Metallica.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're both into metal?
Yeah, I've more expanded my taste now. I quite like reggae metal,
What
which
the heck
I've
is that?
found out. It's just a combination of like reggae and metal. There's a band
I've
called
never
Skin.
heard of that.
You can't really understand what they're saying, but it's good.
No, I mean most metal I can't understand anyway, so I don't care. Like August Burns Red with Jake Lures, he plays airsoft.
Mhm.
They're a pretty popular metal band. Ice Nine Kills, Black Veil Brides, all this kind of those kind of groups or whatever. Uh,
Mm.
I've listened to and I've been to their concerts, and I can't understand half the stuff they're saying anyway. But the music's great.
Yeah,
I'll have to look that up. Reggae metal.
yeah.
It sounds interesting.
It's something. What else am I into? I'm into Limp Bizkit,
Yeah.
Slipknot, System of a Down.
Nice.
I'm trying to expand it out. But
Yeah.
yeah, I at NAF I was mix and matching my gear, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
So I went with multicam, Boonie, and Lone Star, and
Yes.
I always forget how you pronounce it. I think it's Flecktan or something. The shirt, the
Oh,
German camo.
Flecktarn? Yeah.
Yeah, that. And then multicam Tropic chest rig,
Gotcha.
and then I was wearing multicam trousers.
Is this the same?
Yeah,
No, this is a little bit different setup.
this was a Driverwood,
Oh, okay. Oh, so you
which
got,
is
so okay, so what's this gun? Is that same gun you just painted it?
yeah. So Maverick and Freelance and Scuba all came to mine, and we all painted my gun.
Mm-hmm.
I got a new gun as well for my birthday.
Ooh, nice.
So last podcast, I'm pretty sure I normally used to use my dad's honey badger,
Yep.
and my actual gun was just a M4,
Okay.
and I just didn't like it. I did not
Yeah.
like the look of it.
Okay.
And I was looking at guns and stuff, and I really took a liking to. I can get the gun out. Give me a second.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll scroll through your Instagram. Actually, I'll give a shout out to the sponsors where you're going. Everyone, welcome back again. Thank you for being here. Shout out to the sponsors of this episode, Skirmish. Go to play.skirmish.net to check out all their cool stuff that they have and all the different fields that they're set up in, which they are growing like gangbusters right now, putting them in all these different fields around the United States. But this is a system that will go with you anywhere that the boxes are set up. This bracelet, and there's a couple other types of bracelets you can put on, and gloves, by the way. This is a stat tracking system for your airsoft play. So it shows real-time stats like on the field, what you're doing, whether you got killed and you had to respawn if you hit the respawn box, or if you're taking over objective, or you're reviving somebody, or if you're a medic or something like that. So all kind of stuff like that. So go to play.skirmish.net to find out more. Appreciate those guys. And also Jackal Tactical, they have a store and field up in Pennsylvania. Go to jacktac.com to find out more. They have an event coming up here in 2 weeks here in South Carolina, in Barnwell, South Carolina, GTI. I think it's called Operation Draco. Go to their website, jacktac.com, to find that info. All right, man. So what you got on here?
So this right here is my new gun. It is
Whoa.
hang on, let me on here
That is awesome.
It's a Ares Amobia AM14 Honey Badger.
Okay.
So my dad has the 13 version.
Yeah.
and I really like the look of this because the suppressor part.
Mm-hmm.
So what we did with this,
And I can hear you fine when you're when it's on the table.
oh really? Okay.
Yeah, if it's convenient for you, if you just want to leave it there,
I was just holding it so the sound quality was a bit better.
that's okay.
So honey badgers, I believe, were made to be the better version of an MP5,
Mm-hmm.
and they're used for boat boarding
Right.
because the way that you clear with these guns, you're not actually meant to aim down sights. You're just meant to sort of hold it like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, point shoot.
Okay, fake guns, everyone. Fake guns. These are not real.
That's all right.
So
Well, that's the
yeah,
beauty of recording these. They're not live. So now live streams, then they get,
yeah,
yeah, real tricky, but we're good here.
yeah. So
That looks awesome, dude.
yeah. So the way we painted it was we just took this off because I wanted to leave the suppressor black because I wanted to make this gun look really nice.
Yeah, some contrast.
Yeah. So it's got some mix of tan, green, and black.
Uh-huh.
So what we would do is we would just like spray it down the gun and then get a scrim net and then put that over the part and then
Mm.
spray it to create, you can kind of see it like this
The
pattern here.
checkered, let it, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think it's come out really nice. I was
It
really proud
is.
of it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. But yeah, this gun's really nice. It's got really good range. It sounds really nice. You can probably hear it on some of my YouTube vids. I don't know if I've actually made one with this gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm currently making a video right now. I'm like halfway through editing.
Okay.
It's called Hunting Down My Dad.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, so Marcus and Dan, so Maverick and Freelance, they I sometimes go on the PlayStation with them.
What do you guys play?
And um do we play? We used to
Helldivers 2,
play,
Call of
yeah,
Duty.
bro. Helldive. Oh,
Helldivers,
legendary.
bro. That game is the shit, man.
I love it. Just dropping
Yes.
in like airstrikes and stuff.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, yeah, we love that game, man. I got like 80 hours on it. It's so fun.
When you first started, how many times did you kill your teammates with airstrikes?
We always got to like now think about placement and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I love that game. It's so
Same.
fun. It gets
I'll
a
have to
bit
get
repetitive,
I'll
but
have
yeah.
to get your name on there because it's cross-platform. I play
Yeah,
on
bro.
PC through
Mm.
Steam, so I'll
But
have to get your
it's literally the same as my like Discord username and
Denchlorian.
my
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Because
Cool. Cool.
a lot of people don't actually realize that's meant to be a Star Wars reference.
Okay.
So I don't know if you really watch Star Wars. I'm
Uh,
really big about it.
yeah, I've seen well most. There's a lot of
Hmm.
Star Wars stuff. I haven't seen all the Star Wars stuff, but yeah, I've seen all the main ones.
Yeah, my dad got me into it when I was about 6,
Yeah.
and mate, I love it. I've watched all the films so many times. I could go on about it for hours, but it's not what we're here for. We're here for airsoft.
We'll have to do a Star Wars episode, man. I'm serious. There's a guy in the UK called call sign Curly, and
Mhm.
he has a whole in his room. He has this part of his like man cave kind of thing, whatever, where he has all his gear for airsoft, and he
Yeah,
does time period builds. So like he's really fascinated with the Vietnam, the United States Vietnam outfits and stuff and gear.
yeah,
So he has a lot of that stuff. And on the other wall, he was showing me in his room, he's got this big glass case with stormtrooper's helmet with he's got a full on stormtroopers kit. Have you ever heard of the group the 501st?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so it's like that. It's that authentic. He could be, I don't know if he's a part of it. He might be, but it's that perfect of a, or identical, I
Replica, yeah,
guess. Yeah.
yeah.
So he's big into it. There's so many people, man. We could really do a group podcast about Star
Let's get like
Wars.
a bunch of people on there.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you seen like the lightsabers you can get like the LED ones?
No.
I so at NAF, so it was spread on the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday, and then you could pay an extra £10 to leave. So and wait until you to leave on Monday. which we did. I still
Okay.
got the wristbands on my arm.
Awesome.
So the Friday the games aren't on, it's more of like a walk around day.
Hmm.
So we just walked around, we looked at cool stuff, made deals. Um the lady I got the shirts off of was really, really nice. Uh so I got the British DPM shirt for a fiver, and I got that Polish camo shirt for a fiver as well.
Yeah.
But that Polish shirt is really weird.
Oh, really?
We did not know what it was. Like it was next to like this multicam jacket, and I asked her, and I was like, "What is that shirt next to the multicam jacket?" And she just said, "I don't even know." And I was like, "Can I have it, please?" Because um, so freelance, Maverick, and Scuba, what we all do is we mix and match. So we'll wear like a unique camouflage shirt with like some normal gear.
Oh, okay.
It just looks so nice.
Yeah.
And I've gone because they weren't playing this year, like that lot. They do photos there,
Mm,
which is where I get some the like profile pictures and photos from.
dude, that's great, man.
Mm. Oh, they're really nice. I've known them for like nearly 4 years,
Right.
and I see them all as like big brothers and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, this one was, let me share it. This picture was how long? Oh, last November. So
Yeah.
not even a year ago. You got your call signs patch on, and
Hmm.
you look a lot different. You're
Yeah. Well,
just in a year.
I've switched my iPro over from
Uh-huh.
meshes. I used to have they are still in my bag, I think. But
Yeah.
so my meshes I love. I used to not wear clears because I would fog up literally no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
When I play airsoft, I run around a lot. I'm very hyper,
Right.
so I sweat a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I always just used to like fog up and stuff. And yeah, it was just getting to the point where I was just like, yeah, this is getting unplayable. So I switched over to meshes, and I love that. And I've worn those meshes I got for about a year.
Okay.
They were only like £15 off of Amazon, which
Yeah.
is quite sketchy.
You're like, I
Buying
hope
eye
these don't
protection off
break.
Amazon. Well, we tested it before I actually went out with them.
Mm,
But the Krios lot, they all wear, you can see in that photo, block tacticals.
yeah.
Solid eye pro. I
You like those?
mhm.
Good.
Dad bought some for me
Okay.
because you know.
I
Yeah, they
like
had
the
a
way they look,
store.
man.
They are really, I really like the block. I like my whole gear setup now. I've got it
Hmm.
all like down to the point where it works for me.
Good.
I've lent into more chest rigs this year than plate carriers
Okay.
because I just like them, to be honest. They're really lightweight, and you can see in all these photos I'm not really wearing plate carriers
Yep.
because I just prefer them, to be honest. They're
Hmm.
really just um yeah, man. I just like they're just really lightweight. They're versatile. When you're running around, it doesn't really just feel like you have any added weight on.
Yeah, not only that, but the plate carriers, like, yeah, if you don't want all your gear that your mags or whatever's, you got hanging on it,
Mm.
if you don't want that shit flopping around, you got to make the thing kind of tight. And when you start breathing heavy, your chest expands and goes out. It like kind of restricts it, and it,
Yeah,
it does restrict movement. I put these on. I wear a plate carrier for just as a when I go to like press for as a press pass.
yeah,
And just because it has a lot more surface area that I can put a press patch on, right, where people can see, like a real bright white and blue or something like that. So because the chest rig doesn't really have, it just has the shoulder straps, and but I do prefer the chest rig as or the yeah, the chest rig over the plate carrier as well, because more what I was used to in the military. We had we call it
Yeah.
an H harness, the shoulder straps that come down to your war belt, and everything hangs down by your waist.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very, I got used to it. It was, um, yeah, it was less restrictive,
Yeah.
but plate carriers look cool for pictures and stuff, but, they're, yeah, I prefer the chest rig as well.
Yeah. Well, I got a new plate carrier. I'll show you all my gear. I got it like beside me.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
So, at NAF, there's obviously a bunch of stalls and stuff, people trying to sell stuff, and
Mm,
obviously, 511,
mm,
and they're quite expensive when it comes to gear.
yeah.
So I don't know what it would be in dollars, but a 511 plate carrier online is about 170 pounds.
Pounds to dollars.
175, I think it was, yeah.
Let's look it up. 175.
Yeah.
175 pounds is $229 here.
Jesus. That is so much.
For
And we're walking around. I was walking around with Maverick and Freelance and my dad's, and we went into like literally this really random stall because you got some official stalls with like tent setups or gazebos and stuff. And we were just walking. There was just some guy who had these metal gates and he had some stuff hung up on it. And that's when Dad sees this 511 plate carrier. And he was like, "How much for that?" And the guy was like, I'll give you it for about £40." And Dad was like, "Yeah, done."
what?
Oh, hang
Oh
on.
my gosh. Oh man, that's crazy, dude.
So
That is awesome looking too.
cheers. It's really nice. So they're more for airsoft, they're more built for comfort.
Yeah.
And oh Jesus. I
Yeah,
I
look at the
wore it
padding
for
and the mesh netting, so it breathes like on the back and on the shoulder straps. Those things,
yeah.
man, they're so well made.
But yeah,
You'll
for
never have to get
40
a new one.
pounds. Nah. Oh, Dad was like, "Well, you said you wanted a new plate carrier for your other loadouts because I have my green one, which I showed in the last podcast with like the
Hmm.
teddy bear on the back.
Yeah,
Who I
yeah.
still have. We
Well,
got
that's
we
on
got
your Instagram, I think. In your bio on your Instagram is I'm the guy with the teddy bear on the back.
because people always used to say that to me, like
Yeah.
um, whenever I was wearing my chest rig, people would be like, "Who are?" Like I was talking, and they were like, "Oh yeah, are you Milk?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, bro." And they were like, "Oh, you're the guy with the teddy bear on his back." And I was like, "Yeah, that's me."
All right, adding that to my bio. That's perfect.
Yeah, but I haven't properly won this yet. I wore it for so at NAF on the Friday, actually, in the evening, they did a pistol and shotgun game.
Oh, nice.
And I didn't have a shotgun, so I just ran my Glock.
Gotcha.
And my goal was at NAF, just in general, I wanted to just get a kill. Because for some reason I thought I wouldn't be able to because there are a lot of cheaters. Like
Hmm.
I would have got about 30 plus people at NAF, but most of them would just get hit and ran off
Oh, okay.
because so the woodland area is huge. It's like I'm not even sure. We can probably search it up. Yeah, I'll search it up quickly.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, search it up.
So it's a place called Ground Zero.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's located in Ringwood, which is about 200 um no 2 hours away from me. Uh
Yeah, who puts on, do you know who actually organizes NAF?
Zeroon, I think it's called.
Hmm.
I'm
I'd,
not sure,
I'd
but
love to have them on. Yeah. Talk to them about how they
it
got
was
started.
really well organized.
Because it's not brand new, but
Mm-mm.
it's fairly new. Like it's only been going on a few years, I believe, right? Like 5 to 7 years or something.
Yeah, because this is Dad's sixth one, I believe.
Okay.
And then I was never really into airsoft. I started getting into it at like 2018.
Right.
And then
Well, I mean,
yeah.
you're 16 now. I mean, yeah, you started probably, I mean, you were young
Mm.
for
Oh,
airsoft. Like that's
I couldn't really take it. So my first I don't know if many people do this.
yeah,
But dad's like I always bring my friends on. You can see it in my Instagram posts.
yeah,
I brought along my friend who for the first time now he's been playing a year with me. He's called Goose Airsoft
mm,
on Instagram. I tag him in some of my posts.
okay,
Really, I consider him like a brother, man. I've known him for like 5 years ish. No,
yeah,
yeah, something like that. But yeah, one of my closest friends. Brought along my girlfriend in February. That was
okay.
something. Because as much as I love her, she does not know how to play airsoft, man.
She's learning, dude.
Yeah, we've gone 3 times. And in March, I went with Goose, and we were both sat in a bush together,
Yeah,
and we had a really good spot. We were just pinging people; they couldn't figure out where we were.
yeah,
And we've looked over because Iz was with us,
okay,
and we were like, "Where is she?" And we've looked over. We're trying to look for her, and she's like, I want to say 60 meters away,
yeah.
and we were like, "Is she picking flowers?"
No way. Oh, they need to get that on camera, bro. That's
And my
awesome.
GoPro stopped recording. It was so annoying. But yeah, she
That's
sometimes
great.
she just walks around and just picks flowers.
Yeah. Hey, when there's no one to shoot, I mean, she's not going to be bored. She'll just,
Yeah,
she's there in the moment, living in the present. And hey, there's no one to shoot. Okay, this is kind of boring. Oh, look at these flowers. All right, this is awesome. She probably picked them for you, man.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you can see on my Instagram I post like some videos and kill compilations
Yeah.
and stuff, which take a while to edit sometimes. I go for more like funny moments than kills,
Yeah.
which I get in like I'll add something, then I'll put a clip in. If you want to pull up some of the vids, then we could.
Yeah, I was
Because
actually just looking for a goose. I just followed him. I found him on you tagged you on there.
yeah,
Christoph. Okay, so I'm gonna yeah, let me pull up your reels on
there's one in October, I
okay.
think.
On your Instagram.
Yeah, it's called John Fick, and there it is.
This one here.
Yeah, the reason behind this is because I was trying to hide behind a tree, and apparently my bum was sticking out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you can play the music. It might be copyright. It's the John Wick theme.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it'll take it down.
Ah, okay.
I'll just leave it muted.
Yeah,
And we'll just so anyone if you want to see this, just go follow his Instagram. He's got some awesome stuff on here for real.
yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah, dude.
An annoying thing is trying to put hit markers over videos
Yeah.
because you gotta put the hit marker in. You gotta shrink it down to the size, scale it up with where the person is on the video,
Yep.
and then you gotta time it down to roughly where the BB hits him.
Exactly.
And God, it's such a pain.
It really is. And you're yeah, especially when well, even with a scope cam, where the BB hits is not where you're going to be aiming
Mm,
exact. They're not going to line up all the time because it's not a real gun. They kind of the BB moves like it slopes. The wind might take it left or right just a little bit. So a lot of times those hit markers, it looks like you're not aiming at the person, and then you're placing that hit marker there, and people are
yeah,
like, "Oh, you didn't hit him." Like, yeah, I did.
yeah. It's very tedious to do.
It
Like
really is.
the one I'm editing right now. Oh God, there was some guy who I had to lay into because he wasn't taking it. And I've had to put like 7 or 8 hit markers over, but each time, because this is what I have to do, I have to sort of zoom in
Uh-huh.
on the people using my editing app because I don't have a scope cam yet.
Yeah.
It is so annoying because I just have to zoom in and I because the GoPro's mounted to my head and I keep on moving my head and stuff.
Oh
I
yeah.
got to just keep on moving the hit marker each like second, and I was like, God,
Oh,
I need to remember to keep my head still.
well, yeah, right. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. The GoPro I'm running, I actually got a new GoPro. I
What'd
got
you
a,
get?
I can show it here.
The
Got it right
11
next. Uh, Not an 11. I
or
got
10, I mean.
yeah, Hero 10,
Yeah, Hero 10. Those are great,
which
dude.
oh, I can't wait. I want to get an actual protect. Why is it beeping? I want to get an actual protective case for it
Yeah,
in case, because I've seen so many people's GoPros getting shot out.
dude, the new ones, if you look at your lens, I don't know if you
Mm,
know this, they made it to where the GoPro, like GoPro, the company, made it to where that turns and pops off, and you can pop the lens out and replace it.
really?
That
What
way you
on
don't,
these ones?
yeah.
Oh,
Let me look up, hold on. Let me look up a video.
I did not
Uh,
know that. I don't
yeah,
want to
dude.
tinker with my GoPro. I'm scared of breaking it.
Oh,
Because this is actually already a replacement.
it
So
is?
yeah, so I had an Oculus Quest 2,
Okay.
the VR headsets, and I just wasn't using it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to CEX. I just realized you probably don't know what CEX is.
No, I don't.
I'm trying to think if there's anything in America like it. Basically, you go in and you can trade in games and
Oh
exchange
yeah.
it for cash or vouchers.
GameStop.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a like I think GameStop's throughout the world, right? It's not just in America, but it's more popular in America.
yeah. I don't know if we have it over in the UK. We just got game.
Yeah, let me show you this video real quick.
I didn't know you could pop off the lenses though.
Yeah, this is the Hero 10. Okay. So see how the just the outer cover?
Hmm.
It's the lens cover, not the actual lens. And see how
Oh
it just
right.
popped on?
Yeah.
Yeah, you put it on and you just twist it to the left and it comes right off. And the GoPro built that in because of airsoft. Because it's
Because so many people just
yeah.
don't bring protective cases and then they'll get their GoPro shot out and then that's like 200 quid just gone.
So what the yeah, and these covers, you can buy a pack of them, like a 3 pack or a 10 pack, whatever, on Amazon for very cheap,
Yeah.
like 20 bucks.
It's only like a piece of plastic, really.
Yeah, so it's a really, really good feature that they put in there. That way, when that cover gets cracked, you just pop it off, put a new one on, and keep your GoPro. You don't have to spend another 200 or 300 bucks, you know?
Yeah. There was some guy who I know, really nice guy, who plays at my local site, who I know quite well. And he was running his ghillie and he's got like a proper YouTube setup. He makes videos and stuff. So he has a GoPro on his head, and then let me get my gun again. And then you can see I was going to use it enough. You can see right here,
Yeah,
selfie cam mount sort of.
right.
So you can get like the
Shooting back at you.
when it faces you, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he had a scope cam on top. And as he was running, his selfie cam, apparently the mount for it just fell off,
Wiggled off. Yeah.
and he didn't know. He didn't
Mm.
realize. And it wasn't until like 20 minutes later he was like, "Where's my GoPro?"
Oh no.
And I was like, "You could just go back and try find it. They're not that difficult to find. They're quite like big cameras."
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "No, it will be impossible because he's wrapped it up like a ghillie."
Oh,
So
right.
he's like camouflaged it
It's
in.
camouflaged.
And I was like, how much are Hero 11s? And you were like £300 or something. And I was like, oh my God. And
Yeah.
that's just gone down the drain.
He never did find it.
Mm-mm.
Oh shit.
It's lying somewhere in the woods at my local
Uh,
site.
that would be really cool if somebody found it and gave it back to him. So if
Yeah,
anyone found a GoPro, a really
Hero
nice
11
GoPro at where was it at?
Driverwood.
Driverwood Airsoft Field in the UK. If you want to be honorable, like you're supposed to be in airsoft, And now that we know who the owner is, definitely hit somebody up on the if you hear about it on this podcast, hit somebody up in the UK. And
Yeah.
what's the guy's name? What's his YouTube channel?
War Angel Airsoft.
War Angel Airsoft?
Hmm.
Let's look it up.
He runs a Wolverine MTW as well, if you've seen those.
Oh, dude, I just had the owner of Wolverine
Oh,
on.
really?
It came out Monday, and we talked about all that, how they built their MTWs and stuff.
Yeah, God, they
Yeah.
are good guns.
Oh, dude.
Expensive though.
Yes. But
I
these
don't,
things are durable.
yeah. Well, my honey badger's plastic, but it kind of looks metal now because I've painted it, so you can't
Yeah.
really tell. But yeah, the honey badger's really good. I've gotten some really nasty kills with it.
Yeah.
There was some guy who peeked around the corner
Hmm.
as I was firing, and I just slotted three BBs into his neck once. And this thing is so angry. Apparently, it drew blood.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but it was when I just went with because normally I go with my dad, but there was a
Yeah.
game I went to just with my friend, and
Uh-huh.
God, it felt weird because
Okay, cool.
I'm used to just my dad being there and
Right.
he's telling me what to do, and he just wasn't there.
Mm.
But another thing, a really good kit advice or something to have is a mag deloader.
A what?
Because a mag deloader, something like this.
Oh yeah.
Because like when you're done with your game day, you don't really want to waste your BBs and just shoot them out,
No, you want to dump them back into your containers.
or speed loader or whatever.
Right.
And so my friend has a 3D printer and 3D printed these off for a few people,
I mean, that looks like a
and
charging handle for an M16 or an A4 or
just like put it on there.
dude, yeah, right.
No, but it is really good. So these like two little hooks here just sit on like the top,
Okay.
and then you just press the mag up onto it, and then you just press it down, and then it just all the BBs come out,
Oh my God, that's awesome.
and it works
So where
so well.
that insert that pushes in there is hollow. It has a hole through it, so the BBs come out through it.
Yeah,
Dude, that's amazing.
and another cool thing he did, he put I don't know if you can really see it. He put my name on it. It
Okay.
says it says milk right here. Sorry, you can't see it on my
That's pretty
camera.
cool though.
My camera quality is horrible.
Nah, it looks good, man.
Yeah, but no, we got some good deals at NAF. We got the blocks, we got that plate carrier, which was a steal. And the cool thing about these plate carriers, so I put on the mag holders from my previous plate carrier, the sort of quick release ones.
Dude, those look awesome, man.
They are really nice because
Yeah.
they just sit in the mags just sit in there
Mm-hmm.
and they don't fall out or anything. And then I dropped my microphone.
That's all right.
And then you got the back. You got I just put like a camelback and stuff
Uh-huh.
on the back. But what is cool with these, what we found out right here is that they have a pretty sure it's should be. They have a recovery lead. Yeah. So right here on the back, you can pull it out, which I've never seen
That's awesome.
ever. So say you fall over or something and you literally can't get out, you
Yeah.
can't get up. You can just say to your friend, just pull this tab on my back and it just lifts you up.
Dude, that's awesome.
And obviously, people find out about that, so they're gonna just
Oh, they're gonna they're gonna yank it like just for a joke.
yeah,
It's like long enough you could attach it to something and lay it by a tree and secure it to a tree. Just lay your chest rig there, and someone comes along like, oh, here's a free chest rig somebody left, and they go to run with it, and it like yanks them back. You've seen those videos where the dudes steal backpacks off the street?
yeah. But when Dad first got this and we were walking around, I was with Maverick and Freelance. the moment we found out about this, not even a minute later, Dan has
Mm.
grabbed it and just yanked me, and I've just fallen to the floor. And I was like,
That's awesome.
but like, I'm scared to wear this plate carrier now because I'm like, oh, so many people are going to do that the moment they get the
You
chance.
gotta just tuck it in there and hide it, man. Like, yeah,
But yeah, this plate carrier was a steal. I can't wait to use it
that's cool.
because
And I
it's
I
like,
found this guy's YouTube channel, War Angel
yeah,
Airsoft. So I just subscribed to
yeah,
it.
I
I'll
do
have
know.
him on soon and talk about his missing GoPro. Hopefully, we'll get an update. Somebody found it for him. But yeah,
Oh,
man.
dude, yeah, he's a lovely guy. We could try get Dad back on here as well, Mother,
Oh yeah,
because he'd probably want to talk to you. Because I
yeah.
remember you guys were talking for like nearly 3 hours.
3 hours, dude.
Because I wasn't obviously, so I got sort of a man den myself. I got my computer set up here, I got my PlayStation and stuff over there.
Yeah,
And so he had to use my computer to talk to you.
yeah.
And
You were like
me
in the
and
other room. You're like, what, bro? I got a game to get on. What do you do? Quit, get off of there already.
because me and Mum were in the living room together, and we were
Yeah.
like, Jesus, because you guys weren't even talking about airsoft. You were talking about motorbikes and video games, and we were like, damn, they're
The
just
one I
like,
did, this podcast I did with Call Sign Ghost that came out Wednesday, it was a
mm.
3 hour podcast, just over 3 hours. And literally 2 hours was talking about video games and computer builds. I'm not even kidding, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah. So
Uh,
what are you playing at the moment, if you are?
I do Helldivers 2,
Helldivers, yeah.
Warframe,
Mm.
Helldivers 2. That's pretty much it right now. I was doing Division 2, but
All
I don't
right,
have a
yeah,
lot
I've
of
heard of that.
time. Like I'll get on there. I need something that I can jump in and jump out real quick. And
Hmm.
yeah, so speaking of that, I have to jump off, not leave, but let me pause this real quick. And my wife's getting ready to leave and has to go do some stuff. I want to talk to her real quick. I
All right, man.
apologize. Let's
That's
go
good.
ahead and
That's
just take
good.
a break and I'll just cut this part out, okay? I appreciate that, man. Yeah,
You're
she's
welcome.
going we're having a, huge birthday party tomorrow for our oldest son who he turns 30.
All
And
right.
so it's doing a big thing for him. I made a big slideshow and stuff. And then uh she is going shopping this morning to get all these specialty items to make some kind of different food that she's never made before for a party. So
Yeah.
she's meeting my son-in-law, my youngest daughter's husband, who's a really good cook. She's meeting him at this grocery store to go get all these ingredients for this cool thing or whatever. So
All right. I
yeah.
forgot it was the morning for you.
What's that?
I forgot it was the morning for you
Oh
guys.
yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I'm 5 hours behind you. So it just
Yeah.
now turned 9. Yeah, 9 a.m.
It's horrible over here.
Is it raining today?
It's not raining, it's just grey.
Gray, yeah, dreary out.
Yeah, it's like
Yesterday,
every day in Britain, to be honest.
it was so funny when I first started talking to people in the UK. I think it was Vixen she said something about the weather. She's like, it's such a British thing to talk about the weather. And I said, honestly, I think it's like that for most of us because like here too, we talk about weather with
Hmm.
people because it affects a lot of what we do outside and do. But we have pretty consistent weather here in South Carolina. It's like 90 and sunny, 90 Fahrenheit and sunny every day, which is hot as
What would
shit.
what would 90 be in degrees?
I think so what's 30 for you guys is like 70.
All right.
No, maybe it's 80-ish. 30 because I looked it up once.
Uh, yeah.
Let's
I don't get Fahrenheit. It's confusing. I'm
let's
always
look it
like,
up.
what does it mean? Yeah, but
What is 90 degrees Celsius? I mean, shit. I said the wrong thing.
um, yeah, the weather here it was actually nice this summer, to be fair. We had really good, like solid 25-degree days, and it was just nice and hot for most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do. I like the rain a lot, to be honest. So it's quite calming in a way.
Right.
I like playing airsoft in the rain. A lot of people hate it, but I love it.
It's 32. So 32 Celsius is 90 Fahrenheit.
All right. Okay.
So like you guys get like, so I've seen posts where from some of you guys where if it gets up close to 30, you're like, holy crap, it's pretty warm out today.
Hmm.
Because you guys have so much rain, when it gets hot like that, you have the humidity that we have here in South Carolina, which is really high, and it makes the air heavy and hard to breathe and real
Yeah.
sticky. And so you guys probably run normal temperature would for you guys, or a good temperature in summer is probably like in the 20s, right?
Yeah. Anywhere
Okay,
from 20 to 25
gotcha.
is like good weather.
Yeah.
But yeah, it normally it's just grey and windy, which just no one likes.
Yeah.
But
Creates
yeah,
it
I
probably
like.
creates for a lot of mud on the field too.
Oh yeah, mate, my boots right now, they're meant to be black, but they're brown. They're sat in the garage airing out
uh
because Nat Fit chucked it down. A lot of people don't like playing in the rain.
yeah,
I don't know. I love playing in the rain. I got
really.
a coat. I got a coat which is basically waterproof. It keeps me bone dry.
Yeah.
Like, so at NAF, you obviously got, uh, there were three camping areas. You had the quiet area, the normal area, and the loud area.
Oh, that's funny.
We ended up in the loud area because my team went there, who were some people we were staying with.
Yeah.
Because there's a guy, I don't know, you probably won't know him. Really nice guy called Jamie. He
Okay.
he's called Spud. I met him at Driverwood, and yeah, he's a really nice guy. I camped
Okay.
with him at NAF,
Nice.
and yeah, we're all in a team together called SHD,
I
which
have
stands
you have that. Oh yeah, what's it stand for?
uh sh-
Shade, like the Shade Network
Kira. Oh God.
for
Oh,
division.
the leader's gonna kill me for this.
You're off the team, bro.
Strategic. I'm pretty sure it stands for Strategic Homeland Division or something, or Defense. Yeah, there you go.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I looked at the this symbol here reminds me of the division one, and that was
Yeah,
the Shade Network, something similar.
yeah, but you can see that photo. Yeah, there's Jamie as well.
This guy here.
Yeah, with who's face in the camera? Jamie P. Carroll. Really nice guy.
Oh, I'm already following him. Nice. Okay.
Yeah. You could get him a podcast with him. He's got a lot to talk about. We went to South Coast together. I don't know if you've
Okay.
heard of South Coast.
No, huh? Not that I
It's
remember.
a site down in Portsmouth, and God, get in there because I live more Surrey way, which
Okay.
is 2.5 hours away from where
Yeah.
Portsmouth is.
Okay.
So I was up at like 5:30.
To drive there.
Well, yeah, dad drove there obviously
Hmm.
because I can't drive yet. I'm
Yeah.
learning to. I want to drive.
In the UK, what's the driving age? You guys do like start around
17.
17, okay. But you
Why is it
start
in America?
you're able to start practicing at 16? Like you get like a temporary?
Yeah, I got my. I don't know if it's called provisional in
Okay.
America, but yeah, I
It's
got my
called we
provisional.
call it temp. So they call it
Mm,
temporary license, but we just call it temp. Did you get your temp? Like another teenager would say, "Oh, did you get your temps yet?" That's what it
yeah.
means. But we can start. The kids can start at 15
Oh
here.
right.
So it's yeah, you know, they can start with their temps at 15, and then if they hit 100, forget how many hours it is.
Yeah.
The parents keep track of the hours. They have this log book, and you keep track of how many hours and times that you've driven with them, or ride with them when they drive, when they practice and stuff. And then if they
Uh,
go to driving school, those hours count. And if they hit their 100 and something hours before they're 16, they can get their license.
mm-hmm.
Usually, it doesn't work out that way because to get that many hours, it takes a while, and usually kids are 16 Our kids got it like the first week they turned 16, they went and got their license, and then they
Yeah,
could drive.
I think like the moment I turn 17, I think I'm gonna just get driving lessons and stuff.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's the team I'm in. But you can see the group photo on our right there with the 6 likes. Yeah,
nice.
that was off at NAF.
Okay, so that's a recent pick. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you got your new goggles on and new gear
Yeah,
and
the only
stuff.
problem with that photo is because it was chucking it down, my hair went all flat and got in my eyes. I got a haircut now, but yeah, normally my hair's quite long.
Uh-huh.
My dad's side of the family has curly hair and it's been passed down to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was chucking it down in that photo as well. You can't really see,
No,
but
you can't tell.
it was bad.
It's
Some
a
people,
good, it's actually, this picture turned out good for what the lighting is, because it's difficult to take good pictures in low light.
yeah. Well, I did initially. I used to have a camera, but I sold it because I lost my passion for photography.
Yeah.
I just didn't like. I just didn't like doing it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for everyone.
Yeah, because I did photography in school,
Okay.
and I just didn't like it. I didn't like how the course actually worked and stuff.
Mm,
So I just lost all my enthusiasm for it. And yeah,
gotcha.
school ended. I sold my camera. And this summer holiday, I've just been trying to go out with my friends and stuff, going to airsoft. And yeah, I just didn't want to stay in the house all summer. That was the
No.
goal.
Yeah, get out, man. Well, plus, I mean, when you go to these events, you have a really good option. Krios photography is always there. Somebody from that team is almost always at these big events. And so you could go on their site and order a picture for pretty cheap. And
£2.50. Wait, I don't know what that would be in dollars, but
what is it?
they're £2.50
250?
for
Okay. Yeah,
low res stuff, yeah.
right.
Well, I get my photos now at Driverwood from a person called Callum. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if you follow him. It's called CGB Photography.
Uh,
If you search him up, really
I
nice
don't
guy.
know. Let's see. CBG.
CGB,
Oops.
and then
Right here.
there you go. Yeah,
I don't recognize. No, I don't follow him. I do
yeah.
now.
He does motorbike photography as well. He's quite nice.
Okay. Whoa,
And
that's
like,
a cool ass picture.
yeah,
Wow, look at that. Dude, I love when people do these action photos for like racing, whether it's bikes or cars or whatever.
yeah, they look really good.
These are good, man. Yeah, I'll
Oh,
have to reach out to him.
that's Dave,
Is it?
DMR Dave.
Oh, DMR Dave. Yeah, I'm following him.
Mm.
There's so many people still left in UK that I like that you guys know, like people I've had on here that they know, and I haven't had them on the podcast yet. I got to start
Yeah,
reaching out. It's just I haven't run out of people yet to talk to, man. There's so many. It's
yeah.
great.
That's a lot of us.
Check
I
out
still
this
got some
outfit, man.
kit to run through. To be fair. Oh, that's
Who's that?
Pyro. I'm pretty sure he's called.
Uh-uh. It's not tagged in it.
His gun is very scary.
Yeah, that looks badass. Everything's skeletonized.
He's got a HPA. It's HPA'd and stuff, and God, it's loud.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's a cool setup.
I'm
See,
not
you
too
can wear.
fond on HPA to be honest.
Oh, really? You like the AGs better?
I like AGs. I like gas blowback. If I got the opportunity to run HPA, I'd like it. But
Yeah.
my only problem is some HPA people, excuse my French, are knobheads.
Oh, yeah.
Like they will just full auto because they can.
So it's not, yeah, I totally agree. And this, we've talked about this topic before with numerous people on here. And yeah, why is it that everyone that is like that has an HPA? Like, why is that?
I
I just don't
it's
get it.
It's because they're like I can fire fast and I
Because they
can
can do 60 RPS and just, rail you
yeah.
with, mag dump freaking 1,000 BBs in 2 seconds or something like. Yeah,
No,
and that's what they
once
do.
I was so at Driverwood there's like this CQB section made up of like a bunch of metal areas. It's kind of like a maze which you can move through.
Okay.
And I was watching this corner with my pistol, and some guy on the purple team's come around, and I've started shooting at him, and he's aimed up his gun, and we're only about 5 meters away from each other, but he's just full autoed, and he's mag dumped about, or he's just dumped about 30 BBs into me, and
Yeah.
I've put 2 pistol shots into him,
Good
and he
Lord.
was like, he was like, "Are you gonna take that?" And I was like, "Well, no, most of them missed me, and you're meant to be 10 meters away to full auto."
Hmm.
And I was like, and you didn't take the hits I put into you. And he
Right. And I
started,
shot
and
you
he
first,
just,
bro.
I mean, training shots I'll take because,
Yeah.
it's sort of
You
honorable
don't
and
know.
stuff.
Right. It's a millisecond of time between you hit
Yeah.
them first and they hit you. Yeah.
I have used HBA1. If you get up my YouTube, it's just the same name as Danglorian. I used a Wolverine
Yeah.
and it was fun. I will admit they are very fun.
Oh, yeah. They're fun.
They go so far. If you get my Instagram up, yeah, there's the link. If you get, they're so precise and stuff. It's just like if you go to videos,
Is it shorts? Okay.
yeah. This is the one video that popped off for me. It's that latest one. I don't know what happened. It just I don't know why, to be honest.
Actually, let
I
me.
edited it and then I just saw it just going off and
Yeah.
off because it was just views after views after views, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're really accurate and stuff. One of my good friend's gun. They go really
A
far as
HBA
well.
Wolverine MTW with upgraded bucking, hop up, and barrel. The
So now
range
you
on
should
this
be able to
gun
hear the
is
sound.
insane, and the sound is just
Nice.
Today's crew consists of my dad, mother, and Max, Ram, with my girlfriend and Max's girlfriend. Please go and drop a sub to War Angel for letting me use this beast of a gun.
Oh, nice. There
His
you go.
content is extremely
Yeah, that's the guy,
entertaining,
that's the guy.
but let's get on with the video.
Is that your girlfriend?
No, that's my mate's girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
Trying to run with this thing is so difficult as well, by the way. Because you've got a massive air tank on your back as well.
Yeah.
And it's just like, Jesus Christ, it's
It
heavy.
takes, when you're not used to HBA, it does take some time to get used to.
Oh, yeah, the line, I wasn't used to the line getting forward and everything. I was trying to move through and I was like, Jesus, this is annoying. Just, like, moving through woods and every single branch, just the line's getting caught through yours and moving.
Snag.
Yeah, but the range on it, it goes like
I was trying to
70-ish
test how
meters.
far this gun would go on an enemy about 60 meters away. I didn't realise that I actually got the guy as I saw him walking back to spawn a moment
But it looks
later.
badass, bro.
The camper van?
Oh yeah,
Wolverines,
I don't want to know how much.
look awesome.
I don't want to know how much they cost. I know that they at least cost 1,000 or more. Yeah, they're nice guys. I got some kit to run through if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to show you that because of the range on it and stuff.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh,
If y'all haven't seen this video, anyone watching or listening, go to his YouTube and subscribe and then hit this video. Oh shit.
he's too quick.
I
Thank
guess
you.
I'll do.
I'm
I
kind of
always
making
try to
another
get in.
one.
I don't just subscribe to people's YouTube that just never do it,
Yeah,
because it hurts your numbers. If you have more
Yeah.
subscribers and they don't watch your videos, they're like polite and interact. So
Yeah.
I always go in and really try to be diligent with going through all the people that I sub to. And at least one of their videos every few weeks or whatever, I'll go in and just hit the like.
Nice,
I'll
good, you
do
didn't
some
hit me.
reaction, I'll watch it.
I saw that the
And,
dense woodlands were finally coming to an end, and I could see some
yeah,
friendlies.
but that section of going through the woods was painful.
Uh,
Because
You
It
had to
was
get
so
used to it. That was your
it
first
was
time
so
running HPA?
yeah, like
Okay,
to myself, not just asking people to shoot their guns, but it was
gotcha.
nice. Some of the kills I got was really nasty. I got some guy on the nose.
Did he have the Lone Star Tactical
Oh
mouth cover thing on? Or was
no, he
his
was
face just exposed?
just face exposed.
Okay.
But he tried complaining to me as well, and I was like, "It's not my fault you're not wearing face protection."
Not only that, like, dude, I wasn't aiming for your nose. Like, bro.
Oh, the Lone Stars are great though. I got one right here. Give me a second.
Yeah, we the guy that that started that Lone Star Tactical,
Yeah,
I reached out to him when I first found out about it from one of the girls I had on. It might have been Vixen or
Vixen.
yeah, she's in the UK.
All
You'll
right.
see on the if you go to my Discord, you'll find all those girls that I had on. It
Yeah,
might
but
have
the
been,
Lone
it was
Star
one of them,
guys, the
and I
Lone Star
said, "Oh,
guys
I
really
reached out
nice.
to him." Yeah,
Mm.
we planned on doing a podcast a while ago, and it was just we could never get our schedules together. I was busy, and he was busy, so I'll have to do one with
Yeah.
you, talk about it.
Oh, the guy of Lone Star is really nice. I met
Oh yeah,
him at NAF. The most
nice.
embarrassing thing is probably telling people. Like, because I'll message on my Instagram, and because my name isn't on Instagram on my Airsoft account, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I got my personal account, and then I got my Airsoft account, which has just got milk on it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And whenever I meet people, I'm always just like, "Hi, I'm Milk," and then like, "Oh yeah, I know you. You're like going
Yeah.
on Instagram," and I go, "Yeah." Getting noticed is so awkward. Ever
Uh-huh.
since when we last talked, which was October, I hadn't been noticed yet. It happened in December, and I was not ready for it.
Oh, what happened?
So um I was, you know what Corona was, obviously, where you get your guns tested
Oh yeah,
to
the
make
chrono.
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, right, right.
I just went for a half day at my local site with my dad and my friends,
Okay.
and I was just sat at Chrono, just with my gun, and I was just like sort of zoned out, and I was just stood there waiting for the queue to die down, and I just hear a guy go, I hear it, I get a tap on my shoulder, and then, "Excuse me, are you Airsoft Milk on Instagram?" And I've gone, yeah, that's me. Why? And he was like, "Oh, I love your photos, man." And I was like,
Oh shit.
"Cheers, cheers,
He
man."
was behind you. Did he see the teddy bear? Is that what
Yeah.
gave it away?
He was like, "I know it's by the teddy bear because you never really show your face on Instagram." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, cheers, bro."
Yeah, I didn't realize that actually. Yeah, you don't. Okay. A
Well,
lot of people don't.
on my posts, you can't, but on my story and my highlights and stuff, because I use this account just mainly to post about life as well.
Yeah, if you scroll all the way down to the beginning of your channel.
You can see when I was like 12.
Yep. Yeah, man.
Mm.
That's cool.
If you want to show that, I don't really mind. I kept them up there because I
Yeah.
wanted to show my airsoft journey.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I'm not afraid to use people's if I need a picture for a thumbnail,
I'll send you one as well, yeah.
I'll yeah, that'd be great. I'm not afraid to pull it from their Instagram because my thought is they like that picture because they kept it on there. You know, even if it's a little like I didn't really like it, but a lot of people in my family liked it or my friends liked it, so I kept it up. And yeah, so it's good to go. Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm
Yeah,
glad
that's my
you
first ever game day with my dad.
see. That's cool that you kept it on here because now you can see the progress. So when I did the podcast with Rich, who started, he's the owner of Wolverine Airsoft that makes the
All right.
MTW you were running. I scrolled down to the beginning of their Instagram. It took me a while. He didn't know I wasn't sharing the screen at the point. And it was just as he was talking, I scrolled down and down and down and down and down. 10 years ago was his first post. And so I brought it up and he goes, "Oh my God, I totally forgot, that we started that long ago, like, posting but you could see their progress in their engine builds, their HPA engine builds, and then, later on with their gun builds and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's a really cool thing to keep these on here. Look at this.
You can see how short I am. I'm
It's
like
like, yeah,
five.
it reminds me of my paintball mask right here. Yeah.
I'm like 4 foot or like only 5 foot in this.
And you're playing with this guy, Twinkle Toes. That's awesome.
Yeah, my dad still has his old posts up. Yeah, that's my first ever airsoft gear. I still had the
Dude,
teddy bear on my back. I've had him since my got my gear.
that is awesome, man.
I might move him onto my plate carrier though,
Yeah,
because I don't really wear the green loadout anymore. I like the multicam
right.
a lot more now. But if you scroll or go to the next
This one
post, you
right
can
here,
see.
this camo right here, that
Yeah.
camouflage style, that's the kind that I had when I was in. That's what we were running back
Oh,
in
when you
when
were
I was in the
serving?
military. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was 1989. That's what we had.
Oh, cool, man.
So it's nostalgic for me.
Yeah. It was like a boiler suit in a way. It was
It's
just.
definitely outdated compared to all the new stuff they got now.
I remember this game day. I did terribly. I got no kills. I got shot so much, and all that really happened was I just sprained my ankle.
And you're like, airsoft sucks.
Now I'm obsessed with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm currently running this Lone Star. So I got 3 Lone Stars right now. I got my green one, a new one I bought, and my multicam one.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm not
That's a good
sponsored by
one.
Lone Star.
Did
And
you ever
buy
get the
these.
one that they built another one that has the nose cover?
Yeah, I
Does
wasn't
it
too
fog
fond
your
of it.
stuff up?
I wasn't too fond on it. I like just these designs, just wearing it like this.
Yeah.
Because I also, you can probably see in my latest post, I put I think it's called camo cream on,
Okay.
like the kind of paint you put on your
Yeah,
face.
cami paint. Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I'll go get it quickly. Where is it? There. Yeah, camo face paint.
Nice.
So you open it up. I'm hoping that none of the mirror has Phillips over. So you got your black, your green, and your brown.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the mirror to see what you're doing. So you put the black on first, you put 2 fingers, and then you wipe it on yourself. Because it's basically, you probably know this. This is to break up. Oh no, the mirror. This is to break up the facial structure and like
Right.
the highlights of your face.
Yeah,
To
anything
blend
that
in more.
sticks out, any high
Mhm.
point on your face, like your profile, when you turn your head, anything sticks out, my cheekbones, right here on your eyebrows, and your nose. Nose is a huge one. You always use dark color on those protruding items so that it breaks up the silhouette and makes
Yeah.
it, it diffuses all that.
Oh, and it works. You
Yeah.
can see on my latest post, I had I also put some like leaves, some foliage on my jungle hat. Because that isn't it's over here somewhere. You can see right here. This isn't a boonie hat, it's a jungle hat.
Mm-hmm.
So boonies are more short brimmed than jungle hats, whereas jungle hats will wrap around more.
Mm-hmm.
And I love these, they're so comfy as well.
Yeah, they are. I have one
And
in desert,
oh,
desert
right, yeah.
cami, and it's even though I didn't get that was the only thing I had in desert. It actually wasn't issued to me. A friend gave it to me because I got out right when all those wars over there were going on, and I didn't go to Saudi the first time with so Saudi was the Desert Storm.
Yeah.
So there was Desert Shield and Desert Storm. I was in Okinawa, Japan at the time. And
All right.
yeah, so some of the guys that were coming through there, passing through from, they got pulled from some of the MU, like Marine Expeditionary Units and stuff from California, Camp Pendleton. They came
Yeah.
through as a stop, like a stopping point and at Naha Port, and came through, and I saw the desert. That's when we started seeing all these desert cami stuff, and we had not gotten issued those. But one of my friends, when I got stationed at Pendleton after that, he was getting out, and he gave me his jungle hat that was desert. So I never got the boots. I still had that old, I don't know what's called M82 camo stuff that I had. And So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing with camo at the moment more. Just like
You
I'm
got a
wearing
lot
the
of options, man.
multicam, I'm mixing with the shirts. I got a really unique camo. I got the brand new Polish camo.
Oh, okay.
It's called Mappa or Mappa, M-A-P-O.
Okay.
And it is nice. I like it. It's really
Yeah.
unique. No one could figure out what it was. We were searching it up. We thought it was Vietnamese.
I'm going to tell you who's really big on camo and knows a lot.
Mm.
Probably all the different camos. I don't know if you follow him on here. On here is Mr. Off Topic, Mr. OT.
Nah, I don't follow.
Look him up, and you can find all his socials. Excuse me. You
Yeah,
can find all his socials
that's good.
from the Discord. He is in Tennessee, so if you look at my
Mm.
Tennessee channel, I've had him on a couple times, and him and his they're married now. Him and his wife. They actually announced their engagement on the podcast when they.
Or
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. But he is the camo expert, bro. I'm telling you, and he loves all that kind of stuff. The what's the one he was on to last year? It was like colorful, like Miami Vice looking kind of stuff.
right.
I forget what it's called, but yeah, he knows all these. He was naming camo. I'm like, dude, I have no idea. I
It's
know
all about
green, black,
blending
and
in.
tan. Okay, I don't know, just smearing around or whatever.
Yeah, it's all about blending in with airsoft.
Yeah.
Like I really just want to get a proper built ghillie eventually.
Okay.
But yeah, blending in is kind of easy. I'll just normally get down in the bush, I'll crouch or go prone, and then I just try and stay dead still. The only thing that you really want moving is your eyes. So just tracking enemies along and then just slowly
Yeah, no fast movements.
like you're just watching and you're just very slowly lifting up your gun towards them and then
Exactly. So
yeah, I've
the
had
way
some
the
scary
eyeballs
moments.
are set up, the way our vision's set up, we have rods and cones in our eyes that
Mhm.
detect, and your peripheral vision is set up for catching movement, so quick movements, and that's part of our survival instinct. You see predators out of the corner of your eye. You won't see movement as much when you're looking right at something. And what'll happen is, it's a real typical thing, and something they teach in the military and or any kind of hunting training or anything like that, is if you see movement from the corner of your eye, that's usually what you're going to see, because or where you're going to see it from. Your peripheral vision has the most, I can't remember if it's the rods or cones, whichever one they are, but those are more adept to or adapted to pick up movement as
Yeah.
opposed to precision sight. So when we see that movement out of the corner of our eye, we look, and when you're looking right at it, even if if you're doing what you're doing, like you're moving your gun slow, then I'll stop seeing the movement, right? It's funny. So you have to kind of look off to the side just a little bit and let your peripheral
Yeah.
catch movement. So yeah, you want to move very slowly in the bush so that you
Yeah.
don't catch somebody's corner of their eye.
Yeah, you also just want to make sure your gear is perfect for you. I've now practically got everything I want and need,
Yeah.
really. Like,
Dude, I'm so glad you're learning these techniques, though.
yeah,
Just basic. These are really like survival skills, and it doesn't seem like it, but hopefully that would never come to that. We wouldn't have to do that, but it's a good base knowledge to have just about
yeah,
being in nature, you know?
yeah, man. Well,
It's cool.
um, I've been told that in airsoft terms, I've come a long way.
Yeah.
Because Maverick and that lot. So I did that one game with my dad and Twinkle Toes, and then I didn't play for like a year.
Yeah.
And then I went with Maverick, Cat, Red Panda, and Freelance.
Nice.
And we all went,
Good
and
group. Good group of people.
they still say we all just remember when you were just like the little kids. Because I apparently just used to all be like this tall on them.
Yeah, you're tiny.
And now with Cat and Red Panda, I'm like up here.
Uh-huh.
I met them at NAF and they stood up to give me a hug and they were like,
They were like, "Holy cow, we have to look
"Stop
up to you now."
growing." But
Yeah,
yeah,
stop
they're
growing.
fun. They are a good lot to go to airsoft with. You know,
Um,
Red Panda doesn't do airsoft anymore.
right.
She more or less quit
Yeah.
because I think she just lost passion for it.
hmm I follow her personal and her airsoft page on Instagram, and
Yeah.
she posts on her personal one lifts and legends or something like that. Or
Legend of the Lens, I think it's called
that's what
now.
it's called. Yeah.
Yeah,
So like photography, lifting, and
gyms and yeah.
gyms. Yep. So yeah, I reached out to her a few weeks ago. Actually, she posted something from her gym pictures, and I said, "You look really good. Keep it up. I'm proud of you." So yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah, I'm proud of her too. She's been really dedicated to it, I've seen. I've gotten back into
Kat
the
too.
gym. Yeah,
Yeah,
Caitlin.
Caitlin's been posting a lot of that stuff too. And I reached out to her as well. Same thing. I commented on one of her posts about that. Like, man, you look awesome. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Because it's not easy to stay consistent. And that's, you can go to the gym and have a great workout. Now do it 3 or 4 days a week
Oh no.
consistently for 6 months. Like that's the hard part, you
I'm
know.
going like twice a week. I'm going
Good.
to one like 15 minutes away. I go with my granddad.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm getting into that. I want to try get in shape a bit more for airsoft
Good,
because
man.
I can run. I'm decently quick. You can see in some of my videos when I run, I can just
Yeah.
I can just go. But I wanna do that and not be tired afterwards. I want to build up.
Yeah.
I want to build my like stamina and
Yeah. Your
stuff up on the.
cardiovascular. Yep.
Mhm. Yeah, Caitlin's like a big sister to me,
That's
and
cool.
the funny thing is, my girlfriend and her are like best friends.
Yeah.
uh, Iz
That's
saw
how it's supposed to be.
Caitlin on Instagram and she was like, "Oh my God, she's really pretty." And then I
Yeah.
messaged Caitlin saying, "Iz has called you pretty," and she was like, "Oh my God, stop! We're like best friends." So now they really want to meet.
Oh, good.
So I'm trying to organize a game so we can all go and Caitlin and that lot can meet. Is because yeah,
Good,
but
good.
a lot of the gear whenever we go with people like is or I go with some school friends who wanted to try it out. Because I have had a fair few of people come up to me and ask to come to airsoft with me
hmm
from school. And I was always like, yeah, you'll just have to pay for yourself. Because me and dad's been playing for ages. We got a lot of spare gear
Yeah.
from like his old days and my like beginner days. Sorry, Dad, not to mock your age. Because
I
you can
think we talked
see,
about that on the podcast he and I did.
yeah, because you can see on his Instagram, if you scroll down enough, you can see his first ever airsoft days.
Mm,
He used to dress in all black with like a skull mask.
yeah, yeah.
But
That's pretty common. My boys did the same thing. Their first airsoft event they went to, they all had all black. They wanted to look like quote unquote operators and skull something everywhere, and then they came back from it. It was a hot, rainy event, and they came back and they were like, "We're not wearing black anymore. We didn't blend into the woods. It was in the woods." And like they stuck out like a sore thumb. I said, "Nope, we're doing camming."
yeah, everyone's always like, nah, I want to look like the Punisher or something.
Yep.
But yeah, the good thing with Dad having played for so long is that I've got all of like the gear recommendations. So when we go to buy stuff, he knows what to buy and what not to buy. Like
Mm.
these gloves, I'm running new gloves now. I was running Emerson Kevlar gloves, and now I'm running mechanics.
hmm
Uh,
Are they more
pretty sure.
flexible for you, like on the fingers and
Oh yeah,
stuff?
they're really
They're
comfy.
not rigid.
Mm-mm,
Yeah, I love that.
they are really good. They're breathable, durable, and comfy, and they look
Yeah,
cool.
awesome.
But they protect my knuckles. They didn't protect my fingers, obviously. On a Sunday at NAF, I went out. We were playing for like 2 hours. I did this massive flank in the area because I was like, this just big like I don't even know. It kind of just felt like a marshland in a way
Mm,
because you're just walking and it's just so open. There's only like
mhm.
a few trees in the area. So what we've had to do is get right down low to like 2 feet tall,
Mm.
crouch, and we're just moving through. And God, it was just, it felt so weird.
That's leg day right there, buddy.
I
Your quads be
mum,
burning.
I'm always like, I never really need to hit leg day because I do so much walking and running at airsoft. Like,
Right.
so I got a, Garmin watch,
That looks awesome, dude. I saw it
and
earlier.
it counts like my steps, my heart rate, how much I sleep and stuff.
Okay.
And at NAF, it said roughly every day I did about 15,000 steps. And I was like, yeah, I can tell because my feet are starting to hurt and I'm wearing boots. Because those boots
Yeah.
I'm wearing, they hold up for about 10K steps and then my feet start to hurt.
Right.
But
Now, 15,000 steps, what is that? Like, how many kilometers is that? 5? Does it
something
say
like
how many
that.
kilometers you go?
Hmm.
No.
Not kilometers. I think I could record it down, but I'm not
Oh,
sure how.
okay. The one, the step counter I used to have back when I was working in one of the factories, me and my buddies used to compare steps throughout the night because this factory was huge and we were like in charge of certain groups where the machines were and stuff. So we would walk back and forth on either side of the plant to take care of problems, right? To fix. And so we were like, man, we're going to count our steps. We're going to count and see how far we walk. And so the step counter we had, it was an actual step counter. Like it would just hang on your hip or you put it in your pocket. It
All
was real
right.
small. And it would count your steps, but it also, you could set it up for kilometers or miles. It
Yeah.
would put in how many miles you walked. So the most we ever hit in one night, this is a 12-hour shift, okay, 11 miles we walked in. I think that's about 15 kilometers,
Yeah.
16 or something. So that's a shit ton.
That is a lot.
Yeah. And we had, same thing, work boots with safety toe, steel toes, whatever, but
Yeah.
it gets old.
Yeah, it's also you want to make sure with that amount of walking and stuff, you want to make sure your gear's all right and nothing's like going to make you overheat.
Yeah, what kind of boots do you have right now? What are you running? I know they're in the
Combat.
garage drying out, but I can pull it. Let's see.
If you search up Combat UK, they're called patrol boots,
Okay.
and I got those in black. They're really good. They're pretty much entirely waterproof. But my problem at NAF, so obviously I'm going like 4 days away from home. I'm gonna want to shower because
What? You don't need a shower?
I don't want to get like I don't want to get like dirty and stuff where I'm sleeping and
Oh, dude, you're gonna stink like big time.
oh, the problem with NAF on the Saturday it shocked it down, so
Yeah.
everything got really awkward just getting set up
Right.
because all your gear might be out in the rain and you got to walk around and you're gonna get your tent all wet. Big problem with that. But they had shower cubicles
Oh,
and
okay.
I was like, cool, so we can no, not those ones.
Oh, okay.
If you
So,
search up KO, sorry, not sorry, I probably should have said that combat. The combat is spelled with a K.
oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, because I put in Combat UK and it came up with only Airsoft. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why that didn't occur to me.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, that's it. And then you just search up patrol boots. Where is search?
It's over here.
Oh,
Patrol boots.
yeah. Those one. Why are they in kids?
They look tiny, right?
Those are the ones that I have, but obviously not in kids size.
Same style though. That's cool.
Yeah, but they're I love them.
See, this why these are the kind of boots I've worn for since I started working in factories and construction, like the zip
Yeah.
downs. They have the zipper on the side and then the fast laces on the front.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which you can loop
Speed
through.
laces.
And,
Yeah.
yeah.
I love that, man. It's that's the only thing I wear. I will not wear anything else. I usually get this brand called Bates, and they break in really fast. So they're kind of soft, but they look almost exactly like this. Very similar style. Yeah, that's my favorite too.
No, but they're really good boots.
That's cool.
What
So
else
I
was
want to
I
ask you
into?
about something else here in the UK that
Oh yeah,
it came up on another podcast. I was talking with somebody about grenades and launchables and all kind of stuff, you know, pyro at airsoft games. And the UK has all these videos we watch from you guys and from, you know, all your events and stuff. Dude, you guys have these launchable, like you have a tube, and I see somebody strike something. It looks like what you would strike, like a flare, like a road flare. And, you know, it has a striker on it, and you go, psh, and then you stuff it in the tube, and the thing launches out, and the sound
mortar.
on it is awesome. So where do I
Oh yeah.
find those? Where are those at?
What like
And what is your
mortar?
guys' limits, or what are your rules for pyro?
Most sites will only let Mark 5 flashbangs allowed because
Okay,
of decibels and stuff.
right.
Because you can get up to like Mark 15s, and you
Yeah,
know they,
they're too loud, man. Yeah,
especially for
one
me,
airsoft game, you're gonna lose half your hearing.
I got tinnitus, so everything too loud is bad for me.
Yeah, it's not good.
One of the worst shots I've ever had is in the ear. Sniper as I was walking back about so sniper length, like rules of engagement at the local site I have is 30, and this guy was about 10 meters away.
Oh my God.
And he shot me in the ear and it set my tinnitus off
Yeah,
for the nearly the whole day. I just had this humming in my ear, and I was
that's
like, yeah,
horrible.
that is the worst shot I've ever had. But yeah, most sites will only let Mark fives off. Tag rounds, I'm not too sure what they let like tag rounds up to. And then solid state grenades, you're only allowed to underarm throw, which I think is in most just sites around the world.
Okay.
Because obviously they're metal grenades, so if you overhead throw it and it hits someone in the head, it could be quite bad.
Yeah.
Because I got some clips of, I don't know how to share my screen. I'll try get the clip up.
Yeah, go ahead. So if you move your mouse around on the screen, down at the bottom, a menu should pop up for you. It should say share.
Uh, just, give me a sec.
And you should be able to share it. Okay, the
Yeah,
Mark
because
V Thunder Flash made by EG. Oh, okay. So that's what you guys use. So what? I mean, these are like throwables, but what about the ones they stick in a tube and they launch out?
I think those are just regular pyro. I'm pretty sure. I've never used
Okay.
one
Okay.
because I think there's an age limit.
Okay. I'm trying to find, that's what I want to try to find is oh yeah, there
To
you
be
go.
able to see
Yeah, it
it.
came
Yeah.
up.
So right here
Hmm.
is Dan Maverick. This is at the driver with game day. So this is the vid I'm editing right now,
Oh, okay.
where oh yeah, here we go. So he had a solid state grenade, and it's very loud. He set it off in a bus, and you can just hear the
Oh man.
boom.
Is it lagged on your end? It's not playing on my end.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like you hit play. I could see you hit play, and then the video. It's not like it wasn't playing on my end. Let's see.
Hmm.
Try it again. Oh, there you go. There you go. Now you
Yep.
changed it. Yeah. Okay.
It should be playing, yeah.
It is.
All right, cool.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that red bus in the middle.
Oh, I just wrote it's not on this clip. It's on part one. Because with my GoPro, I have to label everything,
Oh, for
because
sure, dude.
or else I just get really annoyed.
I mean, you're not gonna. Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right. So it's where I run up to the bar. Where is it? Here we go. Just the noise. Listen.
Did it go off? I can't really hear it.
Really?
Turn it up.
It's a full
Oh, it's
volume.
all the way up. So when you share the screen,
Yeah.
does it give you an option on the right to check mark a box that says use sound or something like that?
Share screen more. Oh, mute
Okay,
myself.
on the right, it should have some options on how the screen share will look, whether it's full screen or not, and it says share sound.
It doesn't say anything for me. It says it's fine for me. It says that you should be able to hear it, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
we'll have to put your microphone right by your speakers. See if that works.
oh yeah, I can turn on my speakers.
Turn on your speakers and have it come through there.
It's gonna be very loud.
Yeah, let's see.
Right. Right.
See, I don't hear anything yet. It's like totally silent.
It's really annoying.
It's okay.
Right.
Well, when's this
yeah,
video coming out? We can just reference it and have
Yeah,
people.
so I'm about halfway through editing it. If you want to drop the link to my YouTube in the description, that'd be really appreciated.
Oh yeah, I always do. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be dropping that. I'm probably gonna go edit it like right after I'm done talking to you, man.
Good. Yeah, put it out. Try to put it out soon. And this podcast will come out. Let's see, Wednesday, Friday. So about a week from today. So you got a week or so.
Yeah. So the vid's just based off of hunting down my dad's in
Yeah.
Airsoft. So me, Marcus, Freelance, Maverick, Dan, and Scuba Max.
Yeah.
We all went on an opposite team because they didn't let Marcus and Dan switch. So me and Max were allowed to switch because team balancing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Dad's realized, and I've gone in my head. I was like, I'm gonna try kill my dad. And yeah, that's the whole goal for the vid. And then I've put in like some funny moments and some kills and stuff, and I think it's turning out quite good.
Nice.
But
Yeah, I like your videos, man. It's cool.
cheers, bro. I appreciate that. I can run through my belt and my lid setup if you want,
Yeah, do that.
because I've been working on my lid for a while.
Okay.
Yeah. So right here's my New Pro fast helmet.
Looks awesome.
Yeah. I've upgraded it like a decent amount since I last saw you on here. So
Is that JBG? What is that? Johnny Big Gun or something?
yeah, pretty good company.
Yeah.
I was meant to talk about them in the last podcast I did with you, but I forgot. So they're a veteran company based in the UK who do milsims and CQB courses. Really nice guys. Like I've talked to them a few times and they're just so nice. Like
Let's see, I'll follow there.
yeah, I see them on Instagram and stuff. Their CQB courses are intense. I've heard that they are intense.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They did one in a abandoned prison in Gloucester here in the UK.
Okay.
And apparently they were using like just breaching methods and stuff.
Mm.
And Max Scuba went there and he said it was just so loud.
Yeah.
Like to the point where it has to be age restricted to 18 plus.
Really?
So once I get there, I'm gonna go on one because I want to meet the guys as well.
Yeah, dude. That's cool.
There's another dude on there called Hades Airsoft, really nice guy who I've talked to a few times. He lives in Spain and he does some airsoft videos and he's really cool.
Okay.
Um,
Oh,
just there's so many nice people, man, on Instagram, and like a bunch of tips and stuff. Like I got ear moles on my lid now,
yep. There you go. Now you
so
won't get
these
shot in
are
the ear with a sniper.
so these are noise canceling
Yeah, dude, those are so
ear
nice.
defenders. I like them, but I never wear my lid. My head gets too warm,
Oh, okay.
so I just always run my boonie on my hat, and then I always get shot in the head, and I'm like, damn, that hurts. But yeah,
That's
the
funny.
lid setup it's coming along really nicely.
Yeah, it looks awesome, dude.
Yeah, the cool thing about the JBG patch as well is it glows in the dark.
Oh, that's cool too.
Mate, I didn't even know about it. I just went into the I went into the bathroom with it on, and I looked in the mirror and I was like, wait, is the patch glowing in the dark? And I was like, that is awesome. I didn't even know
That's
that.
cool.
And I made a video about it and they saw it.
Nice.
But I also got a new belt set up for my
Mhm.
multicam loadout. So I got my green belt and now I got my tan belt, which is a bit easier to see now. Like, because in my other podcast, you couldn't really see it because it was dark.
Yeah, exactly.
So I got
That's
my
great.
pistol holster.
Yeah.
So this holster is actually, it's kind of odd. You put your pistol in and it locks in. And the way of pulling out your pistol is this little lever here,
Yes.
which you push in and you grab the pistol. And
I love those. Yep.
it's very peculiar. I got a pouch here for like just some kit or
Dead
uh
rag or
tools or dead rag. We don't really use dead rags in the UK.
oh, okay.
No,
Oh, that's
I've
right.
only
Yeah, I've
seen
not
it
seen
in
them.
America. The only thing we really do is just go hit, and then
Yeah,
that's it.
that's right. So now in a bigger event, do you guys have like where you can get medicked on the field?
Um,
Or do you have to go back to spawn every time you get hit?
there weren't medics, which was quite annoying.
Okay.
At my local site, they do a mobile respawn.
Okay.
So you got your hard spawn, and then you have your mobile respawn, which walks from point to point. But it has to move if because the enemy team can shoot you from there.
Oh.
Same way you can shoot them.
So if you get hit, you pretty much you hold your hand up and you have to go back to spawn.
Mhm.
That's probably why you guys don't have dead rags. Okay. So dead
Yeah,
rags came about for our 3-day mil sims, the bigger ones, where there's 300 some players on each team. It's a huge AO. The respawn is way back. Okay. I'm talking like 3 or 4 football fields away. Okay. So you can get medicked on the field. And so what you'll do is you'll put that red dead rag on your head,
Mhm.
or a dead light. A lot of guys have it hanging on their chest rig, like strap or something, or their plate carrier strap, and they just click it and it flashes red. Okay. Shows that they're dead. So they're laying there down, downed.
That
And
is
then
weird.
that way you don't get overshot. Like, everyone knows you're out, but you're waiting on a medic. So, and they can shoot the medic. I mean, you're a big bright beacon over here with this red thing on. They can try to shoot the medic, but usually the medics low crawl up behind them and they use you as cover while they're medicing you. But yeah, that's
Have
really where the
you
dead rags came into play.
have you seen some fields do the medic rule with like I forgot what they're called, like shock gloves or something, where like
Uh,
the things you rub together and then you push down on someone's chest and it's meant to jumpstart their heart.
oh wow.
And they sometimes they do that on airsoft fields. I saw it. I don't know if you know him. You know Airsoft Cam Man on YouTube.
Yeah,
I saw it on the vid of his, and the cool thing, I actually met him at NAF.
really.
Hmm.
I
And
follow him.
I got told by Marcus because I said to him, I was like, if I could meet him, that would be really cool because
Yeah.
I love his vids. And Marcus was like, you won't meet him. He's never shown his face on YouTube, and he's wearing a ghillie suit. Like probably foul like hundreds of other people are here.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, so you won't see him. But the reason I noticed him, he posted a vid about some boots he bought, which looked like ninja shoes and a cross of Formula One shoes.
Hmm.
and they are really, really unique. Like
Really?
you will never really see you. I've never seen anyone but him with them.
Yeah. I'm looking at his channel
And
right now as you're talking. Yeah.
yeah, I was just walking back to, I think I was walking to the toilet
Yeah.
and at NAF, and I saw the shoes and I did a double take, and I decided just to walk up behind him and just go, "Excuse me, you're not Camman by any chance, are you?" And he was like, "Yeah, mate, I am." And I was like, "Oh no way, really? I love your vids."
Dude.
And he was like, "How'd you notice me?" And I was like, "Oh, because you got really unique boots. I just, it caught my eye." And he was like, "Oh, that's awesome, man." And
I'm
I got
trying
a
to find
photo
him.
with
Yeah.
him and
Oh,
stuff.
did you?
It's on my Instagram. If you go to my NAF
Oh,
Instagram highlight
really?
and show people, yeah. And then yeah, but he was really nice. Got a photo with him, talked to him a bit.
Let's see which one it is.
But yeah, cool, really
Which
cool
one is
dude.
it?
If you go up, it's not on a post. It's on my highlight NAF 2024.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. I decided to film a lot of NAF because I wanted to keep it as like a memory and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There's Cat. Awesome.
yeah.
There's your crew. There's Gem. I had her on as well.
That was me at like 1 in the morning listening to car alarms because I couldn't fall asleep.
That's awesome. What's up, Dad?
That's him cooking my breakfast for me. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, dude, that's cool.
But yeah, I just noticed him and I was like, oh, and his
Now,
ghillie suit.
was he dressed like this the whole night? He didn't expose his face at NAF.
No one really knows what he looks like. He's never posted his face online.
That's crazy, bro.
But the thing, do you want to know something else? I met him without his mask on.
Really?
So on his Instagram, I felt really stalker vibes. On the on the Sunday,
Yeah.
they did like this massive quiz night and raffle and stuff.
Okay.
And so I'm sat at the bar, like in the bench area,
Yeah.
and he's also there, obviously. And he's posted his thing on the story with all his friends recording.
Hmm.
And I just looked at my phone, I looked up and I looked at my phone and I was like, he's sitting on that bench over there. And I was like, I don't know what one he is, but he's one of those people on the bench over there.
Oh, you saw the post. You were there at the same
Yeah,
area, like
he
out
was
in public, not on an airsoft thing or nothing. So he
he was
was dressed in
about
normal clothes.
he was about 10 feet, or no, not 10 feet, sorry, like 20 feet away from
Yeah,
him
yeah.
on just a bench.
Oh, that's
And
crazy.
about 2 hours went by. Me and Dad went to go get drinks for the team and stuff. And I'd said to Dad, I was like, if you want, we can walk back and I'll try and show you like roughly where he's sitting. And Dad was like, we can go say hi to him if you want. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. And we were walking back and he's moving through and he's leant down and he's asked this guy, he went, are you Cam, man? And the guy's gone, no, mate, 2 seats over to my left. And he was just sat there and Dad's leant down and he said, so you're the one they call Cam, man? And he's gone, yeah, mate, I am. And Dad shook his hand and he went, you met my son the other day, and he posted about it on Instagram, and he was like, you made his day because of that.
Hmm.
And he was like, is he here with you? And he was like, yeah, he's right behind me. And he turned around, and I was like,
Hi.
and I was like, oh, so that's what he looks like. And I shook his hand, and I was like, mate, you made my day with that. But yeah, really, really nice dude.
That's cool.
Um,
I kind of like these channels that have been going for, I mean, he's got 1.7 something million followers
hmm.
on YouTube. So very big channel and a lot of really good videos, and all his socials for airsoft, like you never see his face. There's one other guy I talked with that I had him on the podcast. He's in a totally different world of airsoft, the speed soft world,
Oh
and with
gosh,
tournaments and stuff.
I hate speed soft. Bright, bright colored guns and like bright colored masks and stuff. I hate it.
So he asked me before he came on the podcast, like, can I wear my mask? Because I don't ever show my face for my airsoft stuff. Nobody knows what I look like. I said, yeah, dude, of course. So I think it's kind of cool when people do that. I wouldn't do it, obviously. Look, okay. But it is I don't know, it adds that mystique. It's kind of
I mean, if you got a big audience, yeah, the mystery will be there.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
I've ever since I actually made my account about airsoft, I've gained like 200 and something followers.
Yeah.
Because I was sat on like 100 something for
Okay.
like ages, and then I made my account about airsoft, and now I'm nearly at 500.
Nice.
But yeah, I love the airsoft community, dude. If you meet the right people,
Sure.
it will be one of the best sports.
Yeah.
Like the people I've met and friends I've made, like it's just made me obsessed with
Hmm.
airsoft. Like it is what kind it's like such a good hobby to have. You go outdoors, it's a good time with friends and stuff.
Yep.
And it's good exercise as well. Mainly just sweating because all your gear and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm
But
sure if you don't go for a couple weeks and then you go out there in the woods and then you play all that woods ball stuff and you come back like the next day, maybe your legs are sore and your arms are sore from carrying your gear and stuff. And
mhm.
so, I mean, that's a workout, you know?
Well, normally on the Mondays I need like a pain day because I'm always aching. I always overwork myself. Like
Uh-huh.
there's photos on my phone of on like the car ride home. I'm just passed out in the car
Yeah.
from just exhaustion. I always just push myself too hard, just running about and stuff.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm happy with also just where my gear is now. Like everything I have on my gear is so like perfect for myself. Because now I've even got my eye pro sorted out. Because like I like mesh, but I'm always worried if there's someone running their gun hot, it literally could just go and break through my mesh and
Even
just
if it doesn't break through, it'll probably dent it before it breaks through because that stuff is the
yeah.
metal that they use for that mesh is flexible a little bit and
Hmm.
it'll dent in before it actually like snaps through there. But the big concern with mesh and why a lot of milsim events and stuff are pretty strict about not using them is because of the BBs will shatter, especially bio BBs. They're not as hard as regular BBs,
Yeah.
uh, you know, because they're meant to break down. They'll shatter and you'll get a shard of that plastics, you know, like stuck in your eyeball. Like that would
Yeah.
suck. So,
Well, my meshes have got like 4 sniper dents on them.
oh shit.
You can kind of see Goose Airsoft said to me, or Goose, sorry, I don't know why I had to say Airsoft. He said to me, he was like, they're literally kind of caving in. And I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, I know.
that's what they
But
do. Yeah.
even sunlight isn't good because they'll just shine in and all you can see is the metal grate on them.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, but I'm good. I'm glad I got the blocks. Like
Yeah, you
they
got the
are
blocks. The only problem, like, they're not full seal, right? Like on the bottom.
mm-mm.
So they don't have that rubber seal around them. And yeah, put them on. Let me see. They look awesome, dude. They look
But
awesome.
yeah, you can kind of see here, which is kind of how they stop the anti-fog.
Exactly.
But they are really good eye pro. They
Yeah, and they're
probably need a clean
comfortable.
to be honest, because
They're
they,
light.
yeah, like I fogged up in them, and I was like, oh, so they do fog up. There goes 60 pounds, and then I just started walking again, and then all of a sudden, all of that fog I had in my eyes just went.
Yeah, as long as you're moving and you
Yeah,
got some kind of breeze or something.
you want to make sure they're not pushed up against your eyes as well.
They so one of the big I guess remedies for fogging, like they put out for years goggles, masks, visors, all kind of shit that covers your face for like construction use and that kind of thing. That's where it started.
Ballistic
Um,
proof, yeah.
yeah, it was like just debris, like working on a job site. You know, those were pretty much, you know, where the iPro came in, and
Hmm.
you know, safety glasses. So the fogging issue has been an issue that they've been trying to work on forever, and they come out in the last 5-10 years with this, you know, these iPro that say anti-fog, which should mean it does not fog.
Yeah.
They always fog. They always fog. They always steam up. And so one of the remedies that, you know, has been popular lately, especially in airsoft, is X fog. Have you heard of those?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they're not too hard to run, but you definitely have to wear some kind of hat or strap. You got to strap the motor somewhere on your head.
Yeah.
And so,
And it blows cool air into your
yep.
thing by
And
your
it
tube.
has
Yeah.
two little clear tubes that come up that, are very versatile. You can move them however you want. You can cut holes in your gear or your hat or your helmet, lining, and run them through into the sides of your goggles right here. And you turn them on. I think they have different fan settings, like speed settings, and they work amazing. Like they're flawless. You could be hot as shit, as hot as hot as hell out, and your glasses never fog. And and these guys here, when they go to these mil sims, most of the mil sims down here are really strict about iPro. So you cannot wear mesh, and you have to have full seal. And they check. So when you go chrono, how they check everyone's gun, they check everyone's iPro. You have to put it on, and they look and see if it's full seal.
So
It
you
has to
wouldn't be
have a
allowed
rubber
blocks.
seal. No, you wouldn't be allowed blocks.
Oh.
They make, for your kind of iPro, they make frames that those will fit into that make it full seal.
Yeah,
That
I've seen
style.
those. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you could wear that, but you're going to have the fogging issue. And so everyone uses X fogs down here.
Sorry.
Everyone does, man. It's almost a necessity, because if you can't see, it's unsafe as well, because you can't see where you're walking. You're out in the woods. You got rocks and roots and shit to run into, or divots or trenches, or what I mean? Like, you could have a bad day, man, with your legs and ankles if you can't see.
Or you just got those people who will just take off their iPro to wipe them.
Oh, dude, that's when they get lit up with a fucking HPA or a sniper, and you're like, oh shit. Blind man. What do they call it in the UK? Do they call it blind man on the field? Like when if there's like an injury that the admins need to come over and like actually they have to stop the gameplay.
Oh yeah, ceasefire.
Ceasefire. Okay, you just call it ceasefire.
Which has never really happened. So
okay, good.
When I've been on there, the worst injury someone has had is they really wanted to win the objective, and they have full sprinted in, and I've seen them, and they tripped on a root and they split their chin open.
Yeah,
like really badly.
Oof.
The worst injury I've
luckily your chin doesn't have a whole lot of nerve endings in it where it's not going to hurt too bad.
Yeah. But I don't know what the worst injury I've ever had is. Worst BB injuries, definitely the ear.
Yeah, right.
On the Sunday of the NAF thing, I was out for a few hours, and I was like, all right, you know what? I've just called Dad. I got to try and make my way to him. And I was going through, and some people will just sit in bushes and wait. And I was like, oh my God, this is so boring, because I just sat in bushes. And I'm walking through, and I've been lit up by someone clearly running their gun too hot. And the one place it could have hit me, right on the finger. And I've just gone, I nearly swore at them. I just went, hit! And I've just sort of had to like squirm in pain.
Dude, it's hard not to call those hits, I'll tell you, because you got to shake your hand or grab your finger or something.
Well, my rules with it is I'm going to keep on shooting until I hear a hit or a hand.
Uh-huh.
Because those people, like, I shoot them and they just go, oh, I'm already here, can't you see? And I was like, well, raise your hand then, you melon.
Like, dude, how hard is it to understand? It really should be a natural thing. I feel like it's a natural thing. When I play paintball, you naturally put like when you flinch, you're like, oh, and your hand almost automatically goes up. It's not hard to do. Like,
it's like natural reaction for me now.
I don't understand.
Whenever I get hit in airsoft, nearly every time I just sort of go,
yep, that's it.
I think one thing I still want to do is get a knife kill. I've never had the opportunity.
Okay.
They're difficult. They're like pretty much impossible.
Yeah, you gotta be sneaky, man.
Yeah, the closest
I've got patient and sneaky and fast.
Yeah, I've got the closest I've actually snuck up on an enemy is like 3 feet away.
Ooh.
And then it was almost like a movie. I stepped on a twig and it snapped. And they've turned around. And And the thing is, I left my main gun at a tree like 40 feet away. I've been stalking this person for a good 2 minutes.
You're ejected. You're done. You're off the team. Okay. You cannot, you never, ever leave your weapon.
Well,
First
I
rule in the
just
military.
I was just like, yo, quickly watch my gun here, because I was like, because that's gonna make so much noise trying to sneak up on him.
Yeah.
So I just pulled out my knife and I'm just sneaking up on him, and I've just stepped, and I've just heard.
And he turns around. You're like, did you go, oh shit?
Well, he turned around, so I just like drew my pistol. I shot him, and he's like, "What were you trying to do?" And I was like,
The
"I'm trying to
knife
sneak
kill,
up on
baby.
you."
Yeah. Shit, man. That
But
would have been your first one. Okay.
the
Well,
knife
keep
kills are so
practicing.
boring. Like, like
Yeah.
you're
I
meant to
mean,
just tap him on the shoulder and go knife kill. And I was like, "No, man, I want to
it would
stab
be,
them."
I guess, good for a video or good for bragging rights to say, yeah, I got a knife kill finally. But doing it is boring because you got to you got to have some patience, man. You can't just run. They're going to
Yeah.
hear you.
God, sometimes like making videos is such a pain.
Dude.
Because you got to go the extra mile to try and get content. So I got to run around more. I got to get more aggressive. Like the coolest clip I ever got. I don't know why I never made a vid on it. I was just sat in a bush, and about 6 people went past me, and I didn't know what to do. I just panicked, and I just snuck up, and they just walked past me, and I've made my way out the bush, and I've just killed all of them. And I was like, Jesus. But
That's
yeah.
funny. Yeah. So what do you got? So you had NAF. It was an awesome event. And
Yeah.
you got your highlights on here that we pulled up. If somebody wants to go to the Instagram and check all those out, plus your video that's coming out soon.
Yeah.
From that, definitely check that out. But is there anything before the end of the year? Anything else that like bigger events you guys are going to, or something you're excited about?
Nothing really planned right now. Most of my airsofting is literally just going down to my local site with my mates and having a day of just messing about,
Sure.
which I mean that works for me.
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
trying to do new sites. I've tried getting into CQB, which I'm not too fond on it. I prefer running around in a woodland and just
Mhm.
using the actual environment to disguise myself.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, CQB was okay. I liked it because like the enemies were so close, you were nearly always fighting.
Hmm.
But there were some points where you've just got people just sat on a corner, and the
Yep.
moment you come around the corner, you just get like 5 BBs into you,
Hmm.
and you're only like a foot away. From like where I'm sat right now to where my door is behind me, that is roughly like where you get shot every time.
Oh yeah.
And it's just such a pain,
Yeah, there's
man.
no MEDs usually in most of the indoor fields that we've seen. There's no MEDs. You can be as close, point blank, and there is a lot of that where there some guys will sit and they'll just peek the corner and peek the
Yeah.
corner, and then the other team, there's a couple guys like that too, and they go like this, like
Well,
I'm like, dude, are you having fun doing that? That sucks.
well, one thing I hate is the bang bang rule.
Yeah, same.
God, I'm like,
Everyone hates it here in America, and all these fields implement it. It's freaking retarded. I can't stand it.
yeah,
Yeah, dude.
like I'm always just like they say they don't do it here, but they do this rule apparently where they have to say surrender, surrender, surrender if you really don't want to shoot someone. And I was
Yeah.
like, if someone tries doing that to me, I'm just gonna turn around and shoot you.
Yeah, I'm shoot,
Like,
bro. Just shoot.
yeah, I
Like
don't like the
what?
bang bang rule, and even just like the most shots I'll put into someone is like 6
Hmm.
if they're like semi distance, but if I want to burst fire, I'll put like 12.
Yeah.
I overshoot a bit, but I'm I'm running
If
two
they don't
ways.
call it.
Yeah, I
Or they're
shoot
slow.
until
They're slow
I'm
on calling it.
I just shoot until someone will call it, and then I'll be like, okay, cool, you called it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it should be. I mean, the indoor field we went to, one of them here was they moved since then, but it was Airsoft Columbia. They had their basic rules. It was you would chrono at 400 FPS with point
Hmm.
twos. and there was no MED, so you could shoot point blank, you could shoot wherever. Okay, there was real
Yeah.
basic, and they were really good. They had a really good community there. They didn't have, they would discourage the really bad behavior. So if you're gonna, there was no full auto, inside. Okay, and just like that video, no full auto in the building, and it was no full auto, all semi, and yeah, it was real basic. And the community that went there were really good, man. And anyone that knew, or anyone that was new that came in, if they're young, they come in with this Polar Star thing, whatever, and they want to like,
Oh yeah.
no full auto, and they're like, oh dang, or they have a binary trigger. Like, no, none of that shit. Okay, you're not gonna be lighting somebody up on purpose just for video
Fun.
clicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was they did a really good job. The guys that owned it and ran it did a really good job of kind of nurturing this environment of honorable gameplay, and it was still fun. The rules were simple. So I don't we never heard of any like confrontations there or fights there or whatever, which was really good. So you can have that. It comes from the owners, the rules, and your admins, right? All of your marshals and stuff you guys have. That's where your environment comes from. That's how you create this culture on the field of follow the rules, be honorable, and don't be a dick. Even if you have an opportunity to, don't be a dick for
Just don't.
video clicks.
Yeah.
Be
The
honorable.
marshals there, there's a marshal there who I just constantly give sweets. Or I don't know what it's called. I think it's all candy where you guys are, yeah.
Yeah. Same.
I'm always just like, hey, do you want some sweets? And he's like, oh yeah, please.
Nice.
Yeah, but something happened apparently. 2-ish weeks ago, some kids who plays at my local site got banned for life.
Mm.
So he decided to show off, and he apparently as they were walking back to the safe zone, he decided in the safe zone, he decided to pull out his pistol, load in a mag, and shoot his friend.
In the safe zone.
Ooh. And apparently everyone, like all his friends, was telling him not to, but he wanted to show off. And he got caught on CCTV and he got banned for life. So when he next turned up to play, they were like, "Oh no, you're banned because you shot someone in the safe zone."
Yeah.
And then he sold all his gear and stuff.
No shit.
Yeah, he sold all his gear. He had a HPA. It looked horrible though. He had like red and gold highlights in it.
That sounds
But
cool. I don't know.
yeah.
But dude, that's yeah, that you can't. Well, he learned a hard lesson.
Yeah. Or like just the marshal, that there are some new marshals at my site, and they are like, they've realized, they were like, oh, I have power to like boss people around.
Right.
So they just
get those.
Like, yeah, my friend was just tinkering with his pistol. He was just pulling the trigger and then decocking it. And the marshal came up to him and was like, oh yeah, you can't dry fire. And he was like, it's not dry firing. I'm not pulling the trigger. And he was like, yeah, but it's still dry firing. And I've just said to him, no, it isn't. He's just pulling on the hammer. And not even loading a BB in, because he didn't have a mag in. And he was like, you still can't dry fire. And we were like, all right, dude.
Was that in the safe zone?
Yeah. He didn't have a mag in.
They've got to be strict. Yeah, I understand that, but they've got, if you're actioning your gun in the safe zone, they don't know until they come over there and check. And it only takes one shot on accident to come out and hit somebody in the eyeball, because in the safe zone, typically you don't have to have your eye pro on yet. You're not supposed to have your guns unholstered, or some sites down here will have barrel socks.
Oh yeah, we run
barrel
that.
sock. Okay, and you have to keep it on until right before you go out. Until you're ready to start.
Until you get onto the game zone. Yeah.
Yeah. So I do understand why these guys have to be really strict. And also I understand your point. There are a lot of people in general that play airsoft that either run a field or go play or are marshals or admins, and they let their ego get in the way of common sense. And so they use that power to it turns them into an asshole. and
Yeah.
it's not fun to see. So
Especially like people who are full of themselves. Like sometimes the way they just talk about themselves just annoys me. I'm like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ, man, shut up.
Well, that's
They just big themselves up.
yeah, and that's where usually that comes from insecurity. Not to get really deep or nothing, but these are
No, man,
basic things that you're supposed to learn as you grow up. And this is what you learn from your parents, this is what you learn from your community and your society is, hey, be honorable person. So
yeah,
don't um and kind of build your security up. Like, don't be insecure. Build your self-image up so that you're strong on the inside. You got to be strong and tough on the inside, not on the outside. You don't have to be on the outside, but it comes from the inside. You got to be honorable. You have to have a good self-image.
yeah,
That's where it comes from. So, and these guys that are really jerks or whatever, it usually comes from insecurities about themselves. And so they use that, any kind of little bit of power they have, to rule over others or boss somebody around because it makes them feel good,
makes them feel good about themselves. Yeah, man.
But speaking of honorable, I know this isn't airsoft, but like one of the things that really bugs me about sports is this whole culture of flopping in the last few years. Like NBA, right? Basketball players started doing it. Soccer players, right? Worldwide soccer players, they start doing it. I mean, it's just, and
Hmm.
it is, to me, it's so dishonorable. Like, you're literally faking being hurt so that you can get an advantage in
Oh
the
yeah,
game, like
yeah.
get a call made for you and your team. That's cheating. I cannot stand to see these guys that are in great shape, athletic, muscle bound, okay, like, and they barely get touched and they
And then
flop
they're on the
around
floor.
like you got shot in the leg or something. Like, dude, you don't even get a bruise or a scratch. And then when they get the flag called for the other team, they get up and they start laughing. And I'm like, how is this even allowed? Like, you should get
Yeah,
penalized for faking it because it's dishonorable as hell.
yeah.
God.
I just like I'm not too big into sports. I don't really watch sports,
Yeah.
but I've seen some of them, man, in football and stuff. Like
Hmm.
a guy gets like shoved and he's on the floor in pain, and I'm
Dude.
like, get up.
Like, you're a grown man. Like, what is going on? Why are you acting like that? We got 16-year-olds on the airsoft field getting blasted and tripping over roots and busting their chin. They get up and like, yeah, I'm all right, And these dudes would get barely touched with their jersey or whatever. They go flopping around.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
crazy.
I've pretty much run through all the gear,
Awesome, man.
unless there's anything else you want me to run through or any
No, you're good,
questions.
dude. No, it's been great catching up with you.
Yeah,
Thank you
man,
so
I'll
much.
probably do another one in like a year or when we need to catch up.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, man, because I wanted to
So,
do one because you were really nice to talk to last time. I had a
oh,
really good
thank you,
time,
man. I appreciate it.
and I just obviously a NAF and I've had some gear upgrades, so I just wanted to run through it and stuff.
Well, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you for what you're doing, and you
Cheers,
got your,
bro.
yeah, dude. Your socials are going strong. You got good gear. You're surrounded by a really good group of people with all your
Hmm.
friends and family that play. Those are honorable people, and so you're really yeah, you're doing really good, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate that we met and we have relationships. So
Yeah,
yeah, big time, man.
yeah, me too, bro.
So
Well,
everyone that's watching and listening, go to the links that I'll have in here for Airsoft Milk. Um, go to his YouTube as well. And if you guys find his stuff, if you do this and go to his socials, let him know, send him a message, let him know that you found it through our podcast together. And it'd be great, man. Yeah, I
hey
appreciate you, bud.
guys, you too, man. All
Hope
right,
you
it
have
was
a
good
good rest
talking
of the
to you, bro.
weekend.
Yeah, you too.
Bye bye.
See ya.